Welcome to the deep dive. And hey, if you're a Scorpio or Scorpio rising, this one's especially for you. October 2025 kicks off your season.
Happy birthday month to all the Scorpios tuning in.
Absolutely. And, well, looking at the stars, October doesn't look like a gentle easing in. More like a seismic shift, wouldn't you say?
Oh, definitely. Purposeful explosion is a good way to put it. This deep dive is really designed to give you clarity, Scorpio, on the two huge players this month, Mars and Pluto.
Right, assertion and transformation.
Exactly. The mission here is to figure out how you can harness all this incredible power, because it is incredible, without, getting burned. We're focusing on self, home, relationships, money, the core stuff.
Okay, let's dive in, starting right at the beginning. You, the first house self, energy, how you put yourself out there. Mars, your ruler, is in your sign all month.
Yes, and Mars and Scorpio in the first. That's fundamentally empowering. It's potent. But it's not just raw energy. Think. Surgical, strategic drive.
It's not just running around with high energy.
Not just that, no. The real insight here is channeling it. Use that laser focus for something complex, a strategy, deep research, a creative project. If you don't, well, that's when you might find yourself becoming a bit aggressive or short-fused.
Okay. Creating tension unnecessarily.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So a solid morning routine could be key. Burn off some mental steam workout, meditate, write, whatever works for you.
Good tip. Strategy over just raw power.
Yeah.
Now, that drive gets another boost pretty quick, right? October 6th, Mercury joins Mars in Scorpio.
It does. Mercury hits your first house, too. This just sharpens everything, your self-expression, your insights. It's like your mind catches up to your drive.
Mercury plus Mars. Sounds intense.
It is incredibly goal-focused. Your assertiveness, undeniable. Think meetings, presentations. There's also this sexy energy they talk about, a certain rambunctiousness. It pushes you, especially if you're trying to make changes personally or financially.
Okay, but there's a heads up needed. A specific day to watch. October 20th. Mercury conjunct Mars.
Yep.
Right in your sign. Great for drive, but tricky for talk.
Very tricky. It's a classic think before you speak moment. Dial up to 11 because it's in Scorpio. You have to ask yourself, am I motivated to communicate clearly, or am I tempted to use information like a weapon?
Oof, that Scorpio's sting.
Yeah. Watch for combative talk. And really, really avoid digging up old secrets or damaging info just to win a point in the moment. It's just not worth it. Plus, this day kicks off the Mercury retrograde shadow.
Let's pause on that shadow period. It's more than just don't buy electronics. Right?
Oh, absolutely. The shadow is when the themes of the upcoming retrograde start bubbling up. For you, this retrograde is going to hit finances, self-worth, maybe even your appearance, your core values.
So the issues start now, subtly.
Kind of percolating. It's your chance to process them internally before everything goes obviously haywire during the actual retrograde. And yes, practically speaking, maybe hold off on any drastic haircuts or cosmetic procedures during this shadow. Put the scissors down for a bit.
Duly noted. Strategic patience needed there. Okay, let's shift focus now. From the self to your roots. The fourth house. Home, family foundations. Pluto's been here.
Still in Aquarius, yeah, for the long haul. But the big news this month, Pluto stations direct on October 13th, right in your fourth house.
Direct means forward motion.
Exactly. After months of maybe feeling stuck or just internally processing stuff about family or your living situation, this is like a green light. It's super empowering for making actual changes at home.
Like moving.
Yes.
Or dealing with family dynamics.
Yes, all of that. Evolving those long-standing family patterns, maybe finally clearing out some of that deeper family karma. It's potent for home-related transformation.
But transformation often needs a push, doesn't it?
It does, and it gets one. When the sun enters your sign, Scorpio season officially begins on the 22nd. Almost immediately, it squares that newly direct Pluto.
Sun square Pluto. Sounds like tension.
It signals necessary action, that transformation in the home zone. It's not just an internal feeling anymore. Something external might force your hand. Could be power struggles, maybe with family, a landlord, even a partner about home life.
Okay, so potential friction at home. And that kind of stress often bleeds into daily life, right?
Yeah.
Which takes us to the sixth house. Health, work, routines.
It naturally does. And speaking of the sixth house, October 6th is huge here. We get a full moon in Aries.
Aries, ruled by Mars, which is in your first house.
Exactly. So this full moon can go two ways. It might bring a health issue to a head, make it really obvious, or maybe conflict at work with colleagues, perhaps.
Challenging side.
Or the flip side is a powerful culmination. If you've been sticking to routines, working on your health, this could be when you really feel stronger, healthier, like, wow, it's working. It could even highlight new job or office possibilities.
And with Mars powering you up in the first house.
You're fundamentally geared for productivity this month. Seriously, if you have a to-do list, especially if you tackle it with that morning strategic energy we talked about, you are going to get so much done.
Feels like a superpower month for getting things handled. But there's always a but in astrology. A warning later in the month.
There is. Venus will oppose Neptune, which is hanging around your 6th house later on, after the 13th. With all this intense focus on work, on health improvements, the risk is neglecting relationships. You have to actively watch that work-life balance.
Don't let the productivity machine steamroll your connections.
Got it.
Okay, let's pivot slightly. 5th house, creativity, romance, kids, joy. What's happening there?
Key date here is October 22nd. Neptune actually retrogrades back into Pisces, joining Saturn and the North Node, all in your 5th house.
Okay, Neptune retrograde, joining Saturn. Sounds complex.
It sort of extends the timeline. It gives you more time to get serious, yet still be really creative with your hobbies. Think writing, music, art. Saturn demands commitment, structure. Neptune brings the dreamy vision.
So, good for buckling down on creative projects.
Yes, bringing them into tangible form. It can also bring more clarity around dating, potentially, making things a bit more serious or defined.
But Neptune, doesn't it also bring fog?
Always. That's the duality. It deepens intuition, boosts creative visions, fantastic. But yeah, it can absolutely create confusion, especially around romance or maybe issues involving younger people in your life. Idealizing people or concepts is a risk.
Right. Need to keep feet on the ground, even with the vision. And before that Neptune shift, there's some social friction, October 11th.
Yes, Venus in your 11th house of friends and groups opposes Saturn back in that 5th house of creativity and romance.
Ah, the classic friends versus passion projects tension.
Kind of. It can feel like you, as the artist or creator, aren't getting support. Maybe friends seem critical of your art, your partner, the things you love. You might feel a bit disgruntled.
So what's the advice there?
Focus on quality over quantity in your social life. Commit to the friends and groups who genuinely support your creative self, your passions. Look closely. Who's really cheering you on versus who's just draining your energy?
Makes sense. Weed the garden. Okay, let's talk shared resources, deeper connections, 8th house joint finances, transformation, intimacy. There's a nice aspect here first.
Yeah, after the 13th, Venus gives a helpful trine to Uranus in your 8th house. This suggests some positive, maybe unexpected shifts. It could be good news about shared money like insurance, debt relief, or just a nice boost in intimacy.
Okay, enjoy that while it lasts. Because
As then comes the tension. October 29th, Mercury, now in Sagittarius, will oppose Uranus back in Gemini, hitting your 8th house directly.
Mercury opposite Uranus. Across the money houses. Sounds like financial surprises.
Highly likely. Shared resource surprises needing quick adaptation. This isn't just be careful with money. It's more specific. This opposition really demands you stress test your financial security, audit your fixed expenses, rent, loans, contracts. Where could unexpected tension arise? Definitely don't rush big financial moves now.
Like loans, debt consolidation, property negotiations.
Exactly. Those will be challenging. And remember, Mercury's about to go retrograde, so it will hit this opposition with Uranus multiple times in the coming weeks. Secure your basics before you even think about taking risks or investing. Stability first.
Solid advice. Now, 11th house, again, groups, friends, networks. Something karmic happening early on. October 4th.
Venus conjuncts the South Node there in Virgo. This often brings back themes from past eclipses, karmic connections.
Could go either way, karmically.
Yes. Negatively, it might mean a falling out with a friend, maybe group gossip, feeling let down by your network, but positively. An old friend could reappear with amazing support. Or you might run into someone from your romantic past in a social setting, leading to something good. It's about past connections resurfacing.
Interesting. Okay, let's turn inward now. This feels really important this month. With all the external intensity, 12th house, subconscious, secrets, spirituality. Mercury starts the month here.
It does on October 1st. And you're right, this highlights the duality of October perfectly. All that Mars fire in the first house needs this counterbalance.
So use this time for quiet.
Deep reflection, absolutely. Integrate those big goals, maybe around travel or learning, but the key insight. Talk things over with partners before you book any flights or make firm plans, especially travel related. Use the quiet time for shared planning, not solo decisions.
That reflective mood gets a boost later.
Big time. October 21st brings the new moon in Libra, right here in your 12th house. This is prime time to plant seeds for spirituality, for rest, for boosting your imagination. Excellent for actual downtime, or maybe a quiet getaway, perhaps with a partner.
And Venus moves in here too.
Yet Venus enters Libra on the 13th, joining the 12th house party. This is lovely for harmonizing relationships through shared solitude, spiritual connection, maybe even bed pleasures, as they say, or connecting with people far away, foreigners.
But there's a catch related to relationships.
A significant one. Venus rules your 7th house of committed partnerships. When it's transiting the 12th house of secrets, well, you see the connection.
Hidden relationships.
Potentially. Or just relationship dynamics playing out behind the scenes. The big warning here is be really mindful about any secret affairs or entanglements you start now.
Why now specifically?
Because Uranus, the planet of shocks and surprises, is getting ready to move back into your 7th house of partnerships relatively soon. Things started in secret now could come out very suddenly, very disruptively in the coming months. Be aware.
Okay, serious heads up there.
Yeah.
Let's quickly touch on the 9th house beliefs, travel, higher education, some stress early and mid-month.
Yeah, October 1st and again around the 16th, we see squares from Mercury and the Sun to Jupiter, which is in Cancer, in your 9th house.
What kind of stress does that create?
It's often an internal clash, subconscious worries, maybe relationship stuff from the 12th house connections, clashing with your bigger beliefs about growth or family expectations around education or tradition. You might feel pulled in different directions.
And externally?
Could manifest as travel delays, especially international, or needing to reevaluate your beliefs, maybe delays with educational plans. Just probably not the best time to plan multiple ambitious trips or get overly swept up in grand educational schemes. Take it step by step.
Got it. Keep expectations realistic there. Okay, finally, let's talk personal finances, the 2nd house. Values, income. Mercury moves here later.
End of the month, October 29th, Mercury enters Sagittarius and your 2nd house. Communication immediately shifts squarely onto your money, personal finances, what you're owed, what you spend. Also connects back to those joint assets from the 8th house, taxes, inheritances, support payments.
Sounds like a time for financial negotiations.
Could be. Wheeling and dealing, trying to get paid. But expect some back and forth, especially around property matters, maybe bank accounts, interest rates, overdrafts. That Mercury-Uranus opposition we mentioned is still echoing.
So optimism needs caution.
Definitely. You might feel optimistic about money Sagittarius energy, plus Jupiter ruling it from the 9th. But that opposition to Uranus in the 8th is a huge red flag. Extreme caution is still needed. Secure the basics. No risky investments, no splurging based on hope alone.
Secure the foundation first.
Okay, before we hit the key date summary, one last house. Check the 10th house, career and public image.
Right, important one. The Sun rules your 10th house. So when the Sun moves into your sign on October 22nd.
Spotlight effect.
Totally. All eyes are on you, quite literally in a public or career sense. It puts the focus squarely on your personal power, your leadership potential at work. It's a time to step up and own your authority.
Okay, that's a lot to juggle. Let's try to summarize the key dates listeners should keep in mind, maybe group them a bit. Good idea. For love and connection, the energy looks best at the very start of the month, like the 1st through the 5th. Then again, around the 14th, a strong patch from the 18th to the 20th, and also Halloween, the 31st.
And for general opportunities, when things might flow a bit better.
Look at the 5th, the 14th, that powerful 19th, 20th window again, and also the 30th and 31st seem supportive.
Career boost.
Highlighted around the 21st to the 23rd. And if you need to have those tricky money conversations we talked about, the 24th through the 26th look like a slightly better window for clarity.
And the days to be extra mindful, where friction might be highest.
Definitely circle the 2nd, the 7th, and then the 23rd and 24th. Those are days to really watch your step, manage your energy, and be patient, especially around communication.
Okay, so bringing it all together. Yeah. What's the big picture for Scorpio in October 2025?
It's this intense duality, isn't it? You've got Mars and Pluto driving this incredibly potent, assertive energy. It demands major changes in how you see yourself in your home life. Your capacity for productivity is just immense.
But then there's that strong 12th house pull.
Exactly. Counterbalancing all that outward fire is a deep need for solitude, for spiritual reflection, for rest. Success this month really hinges on finding that balance. Discipline in your finances is crucial. Careful communication is non-negotiable, especially around the 20th. Use the quiet insights from the 12th house to guide the powerful actions of the first.
Strategic action informed by reflection.
Precisely. So with Pluto and Neptune both changing direction with so much focus on karma, transformation, relationships, we want to leave you with a final thought to ponder.
Okay, let's hear it.
How will you, Scorpio, consciously choose this month to let go? What old relationship patterns, what deep family baggage are you ready to release to make space for this new, powerful, strategically minded version of yourself that's clearly emerging this Scorpio season?